Phoenix, I don't know what to do with this. I mean, is capital controls the only way out?
No, I don't think so. And I think, there are a number of options, and your guests have commented on a lot of them in terms of trying to resolve the diplomatic disputes, first of all. I think that's a very easy way to alleviate some of the tensions in terms of just releasing Pastor Brunson and trying to sort of offer an olive branch and negotiate around that situation. I think that's a very easy way to de-escalate the tensions between them. And we've seen the rhetoric from President Erdogan as well. He wants to compromise in terms of how he plays to Trump.
But this is not only about that anymore, is it?
No,
it's about
certainly
interest.
not.
It's basically, I mean, how much would you want an interest rate hike to be by? And as Mark was saying, it's unpalatable because it's either seen as too small or it hits the citizens to a point where Erdogan can't probably justify it.
Yeah, I think as distasteful as it is to President Erdogan to accept another huge emergency rate hike, where we've had already 500 basis points of hikes earlier this year, I think that's the only, or it's one of the easiest courses of action. Capital controls can take a very long time to implement. They are ineffective beyond a very short horizon, and they're not very effective, especially when it's a very highly developed financial market, as Turkey is. And so I think in this case, interest rate hikes is the way out for the short term. And we might have to see real rates reach something like 4 to 5%. So if we're looking at 4% interest rates, that means 625 basis points worth of hikes.
Phoenix, I don't know at Brown University if you had the privilege of sitting in a class with Mark Blythe. He has been wonderful on the complexities of international relations, economics, and banking. I don't want you to talk about SocGen's business. That's inappropriate. But what are the ramifications for European banking of what we're seeing on this Friday?
Well, certainly, as some of your guests have commented as well, there's lots of concerns about the exposures that European banks have to Turkish assets and how that can get eroded over time. And we've seen even in the Turkish banking system itself, if dollar tri gets toward that 7 level against on the exchange rate, then that wipes out nearly all of the capital buffer versus the minimum requirements for the Turkish banks. So I think at that point we'll see lots of measures like dividend cuts, and then curbing of lending itself. So I think that lots of big macro impact on the Turkish banking sector and European banks as well.